Good morning. My name is Mark Krikorian. I'm Executive Director of the Center for Immigration Studies. And we're releasing a paper today at this panel and discussing it that's a little different from the stuff we've done before. A lot of the research we've released has been demographic or economic or even using administrative data, but it's still crunching numbers. This is more a qualitative report instead of a quantitative report we're releasing today. And what it is, as the author will explain, is a look at actual government proceedings related to discrimination by employers against American workers. So it's preference by employers for American workers. And this is an important issue that doesn't really get discussed very much at all. In fact, during the debates over the 1986 bill, which was the first bill ever to prohibit the employment of illegal immigrants, much of the debate was centered on whether immigrant workers in general would suffer discrimination because of this ban on hiring illegal immigrants. And the paper releasing today isn't definitive, but it's clearly suggestive that the problem is actually the other way around, is that American workers are the ones who end up being preferred by employers. Immigrant workers end up being preferred by employers precisely because they're immigrants. So the first presenter will be the author of the paper, Jason Richwine. He's an independent policy analyst. He's written a lot on immigration. We've published some. He's also written on things like education funding and similar topics, published recently in the Wall Street Journal, writes for National Review pretty frequently. And he's the author of this report and is going to be presenting his findings. The next speaker to comment on the report and more generally on the issue is Peter Kirsanow. Peter is a labor lawyer, a former member of the National Labor Relations Board, and maybe most relevant to this is in his third term as a member of the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights. In fact, I think if I got it correctly, he's the second longest serving member, or will be soon, of the commission. And so he has some unique insight into that specific issue. And then to complement the discussion, which will mostly be focusing on lower skilled American workers, Kevin Lin, founder of an organization that advocates for American tech workers called U.S. Tech Workers, will be talking about discrimination against Americans at the higher end of the labor market, and it's a sort of different phenomenon, but it ends up being the same result. So we'll start with Jason, then Peter, then Kevin, and then we'll have them discuss among each other or take questions if there are any.